on the order paper, Statement on Youth Impact Parliament by Deputy Executive Director in charge of Parliamentary Affairs, Mr. Amanor David Narh.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and our guest house. Mr. Speaker, I bring you warm greetings from the great Ningo Pram constituency, ably headed by Honorable Sam George, the head of the Stubborn Academy of Ghana. Yes, we support violence. Not practical violence, but rhetoric violence and the likes. Statement on Youth Impact Parliament by the Majority Leader as far as the parliamentary business is concerned. Mr. Speaker, kindly permit me to stand on the already existing established protocols to address this particular gathering. Mr. Speaker, Youth Impact Parliament was established to create opportunity for the youth in leadership roles, public speaking, parliamentary business and social norms and leadership. Mr. Speaker, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there are several names and platforms that time will not permit me to unveil. However, with a few that we know, there is no denial that Youth Impact Parliament is making a modest effort to produce leaders who will manage the affairs of the country in the future. And with this, there is no doubt that we have been able to produce some SRC executives and officers in time past. Mr. Speaker, look at where Youth Impact Parliament started from and where it is today, within 1 year. It is clear to me that Youth Impact Parliament has a lot of potentials at hand. Just within the first parliamentary year, Youth Impact Parliament has sat for not less than 10 parliamentary sittings and has held not less than 10 virtual leadership seminars. Mr. Speaker, I know and believe that Youth Impact Parliament will become a trending youth and youth organization with attention from all relevant stakeholders. Can I hear a yeah for that? Yeah. It looks like the yeah is not majority. Please, let's teach the minority how to do the yeah. Minority, I hope you are learning. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, composition of the second parliament. Mr. Speaker, it is very important to note that the second parliament, as you all know, was composed from youth MPs representing constituencies in the Volta region, Oti region, East region, and the Greater Accra region, totaling a 93 number of constituencies. That is 18 from Volta, 8 from Oti, 33 from Eastern, 34 from Greater Accra, of which I represent Ningo Pampram constituency. The directorship of the movement, in consultation with the appointment committee of the first parliament, opened nominations for applications. We had 40 applications from the first batch by 1st July. They were vetted and designated 40 constituencies from the 93. We had 47 applications from the second batch by 10th August. They were vetted and designated to 47 constituencies from the remaining 6. There remain 6 constituencies and will be redesignated by the directorship of the movement during the tenure of the second parliament. Hopefully, we are sure that all seats will be filled before the end of the second session of the second parliament. And I will use this opportunity to employ all of us to invite members to join the Youth Impact Parliament. It may happen that in the beginning, we are starting with only 3 regions, i.e., 4 regions, i.e., the Volta, Oti, Greater, and the Eastern region. If we had more members, which I'm sure from here we are going to speak to our people to join Youth Impact Parliament, we may be adding Ashanti, Central, and then Western region in the future. Mps Statistics. 87 youth MPs in total, 72 males to 15 females. 47 majority MPs to 40 minority members. We also have one disabled member of whom we are happy has shown interest in this initiative. And it is very important that with the kind of balance that the National Youth Authority has always wished for gender balance, and as far as we including disabled in the movement, it is very important that we've been able to attain this so far. Challenges of the first parliament. No constituency representative that had been solved in the second parliament. Uncertain numbers of MPs which had been solved in the second parliament. Dormant committee system which we wish and hope that we will have very vibrant committee system in the second parliament. Poor attendance during the second session. And it is very important that out of 87 youth MPs that have been designated to represent constituencies out of the 4 regions, this is all of us that we are here. And it is very important that as we have shown interest by nobody's force in the coming sitting, we will avail ourselves as far as the commitment that we have shown is concerned. No votes and proceedings and official report. We only have virtual records. And I want to reiterate and promise the entire House that in the second parliament, we'll be having our votes and proceedings and official reports that will be accepted and adopted in our next sittings. Product of the Youth Parliament. Active and consistent monthly plenary sessions. Virtual leadership seminars, at least 1 per month. Panel discussion among members, which is pre-recorded videos. Time with MPs, pre-recorded videos and lectures at sittings by MPs. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, special guests of honors, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is very important that this parliament has a lot in stake for its members, and they just need to represent themselves in order to fully harness the bountiful opportunities in this house. And I'll use this opportunity once again to indulge all of us as we've pledged our support and the willingness to represent constituencies out of our own goodwill. I hope that in the coming sittings we will avail ourselves. And for the first time, ever since the special anniversary sitting, this is the first time we are having a house of this particular number. And I pray and hope that it is not just a one-day wonder and it will proceed into the next sitting. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Deputy Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement in charge of Parliamentary Affairs. Honourable members, will proceed with item 14.